My prediction. Penn will have the bullet. Teller will end up with the cups. Finally, Brooke will have the deck.
Can you slide that up for me, please? And now I can finally add this to my collection as well.
Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to try to find out how did Brielle, the magician, was able to predict this on her act in Penn and Teller Fool Us. We started with the end. So at the end, we can see that she had a prediction written on a piece of paper where she knew that Penn would pick bullet, Teller would pick cups, and Brooke would pick deck. So how did she do that? I have two ideas on how she could have done it. If you have a different way of doing it, let me know in the comment section below. But I'm going to tell you the two ways I would have done the trick, or would have tried to done the trick. So first thing is the suitcase. She's asking them to pick an item in the suitcase.
That I could have easily made myself at home, but this was actually touched on stage by Penn and Teller. How cool is that? Yeah. Penn, I'm going to stand over here and turn my back, and you're going to make some very important, completely secret from me decisions, okay?
Okay.
Great. Penn, I want you to decide on an item for yourself. So look at the three items in the case. In fact, pass your hand.
So she's mentioning that there is 3 items in the case. Important information. Because whenever he picks something, we can clearly see there's 3. So that indicates which direction we can go.
For them, perhaps you feel drawn to one in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Decide on one.
Yep.
Take it out of the case now.
Mm-hmm.
Show it to the camera and keep it for yourself.
Okay.
Now, let's get Brooke and Teller involved now, too. So there are 2 items remaining in the case. I want you to decide.
So now all of them, they're picking something. Teller is picking the cups and ball, and Brooks will pick whatever is left, which is the deck of cards. Now, after that, she's able to tell them what they picked. She did not even look, and she already knew what they picked.
Take it out of the case, show it to the camera, and hand it to Brooke. And everyone take the item that you're holding and put it behind your back so that I can't see it. Penn.
Yes.
You first chose to keep an item for yourself, and I'm not sure if you realized it, but the bullet kind of looks like a little number 1, and I think that that influenced you. Did you choose to keep the bullet for yourself?
Yes, I did.
Can you show it to us, please?
Yes, I will.
So now she's revealing each one of them, that Penn is picked the bullet, that Teller picked the cups and balls, and that Brooke picked the deck of cards. There you go. Now, how did she know all of this without even looking? Well, there is a bunch of tricks online that you can buy that have this kind of technology. So basically there's like some kind of magnet inside the item. So inside the cups and balls, probably in the folded ball there's an item, or inside the deck, or inside the bullet. And whenever they lift the thing from the object, it sends a signal on a device she has on her. So if it vibrates one time, bzz, she would know it's the bullet. If it vibrates 2 times, bzz, bzz, she knows the second item, which is the cups and balls. So etc, etc. That's how she knows how each of them, what items they have. Now, how was she able to have this written on the piece of paper? That is the part that might be tricky. So we know how she knew, and how she knew that, but how was she able to make that on that piece of paper right here on the suitcase? Here is my first idea. First, let's play a little bit to see a little bit more.
Guess the locations of all 3 of those items. And not only that, but I told you why Penn was influenced to make those decisions. But after having explained all of that, you probably...
I'm gonna move it forward to the part where she's gonna rip it up.
Luggage tag that has remained in plain sight the entire time. Penn, could you...
So she's taking it out and giving it to Penn, and Penn is opening it and reading the predictions that were made about them, which we saw earlier.
Can you slide that out for me, please? And now I can finally...
Right here. So as we can see, we see it's written bullet, cups, deck. But one thing strikes me a lot. It's how it's uneven. It's like if the person who wrote this on it, like if it was too low, like it should have followed the main thing written. If she wrote this in advance, she would not have written this that low on the line. You know what I mean? So it looks like it was written by somebody that is not her, and somebody that cannot see the paper when they write it. So what is the answer? The answer is, I think that somebody is hiding inside that box. And inside that box, she has a light with a card, like the one we see there. And all she has to do, and whenever she hears what whoever picks the thing, she write on that piece of paper. But it's how do you say that? Like a magnetic type of pen that whenever you write on that board, it goes through, and the magnetic pen will actually write on the other card. I have a trick like that at home, so I understand how it works. But all I know is it is possible to do it this way. So somebody's inside the box writing on a piece of paper that is supposed to be equal to the piece of paper outside, so she knows where to write it, but maybe it was not perfectly put at the right place, and that's why there's a little bit of a gap. For sure, it's not her who wrote that, because it's not evil. Now, the other way that she could have done the trick, let's say that there's nobody inside that box. How could she have done the trick? Well, there's not a ton of possibilities to do this. There's about 3, 4, 5 possibilities, because there are 3. So let's say Penn keeps the same, and Teller and Brooke, they switch. That's one possibility. And there's also the possibility that they have now. So overall, there's like 5, 6 possibilities. I'm not sure in math exactly, maybe 9 maximum. But overall, what we need to know is that there's a lot of things on stage. So she could have said there is a prediction in her pocket, which would have been a different prediction. Also, there could have been a prediction in Brooke's deck of cards. There could have been a prediction inside the suitcase. Like under something, she said, oh, there's a prediction there the whole time, and she removed that. Here's a prediction. There could have been a prediction inside the ball, holding the cups and ball that Teller had. And there could have been a prediction also in the bullet case or something like that. All I know is there could have been some predictions here and there hidden in different compartments, and she just opens the one that fits the ending. But truly, I think that my first scenario of somebody hiding inside the box here is the most legit. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. How would you have done the trick? Now let's see if Penn and Teller were fooled.
Wonderful performance, and we really enjoyed it with your case there and the tag and everything. And it is, as you know, the first season that we have Brooke here. And Brooke, did they give you the safety briefing? There's supposed to be a safety briefing, Brooke, that you get here.
Guys, I didn't get a safety briefing.
If there were to be an emergency, and it's very unlikely, it's a very safe building, but you are on stage and you're the one in authority. She's supposed to have the safety feature so you can point out the outs if someone's in trouble.
Nobody told me, Penn.
No one told you? I'm sorry, Brielle, we got off the subject here, but that's really important. That's your job, or a small part of your job.
Are you
but
trying to torture her?
It's not your job. It's not someone's fault they didn't point out all the outs to you. But I'm sorry, Brielle, we wanted to get back to your trick, but that's really important that you know
I'll get
that.
on it. I'll get on
we
it
know
with
that.
them.
But
Sorry.
Brielle, it was a fabulous trick, and we really loved it. But I think I might have slipped something in there to show you that we don't think that you fooled us.
I don't think I fooled you.
All right, so from what I hear from the judges, Penn and Teller, is that she like the keywords here, the keyword that they were using was having like pointing at different outs, which means she had different way of ending the trick, which means that if she didn't use the little sticker in front of the suitcase of Penn and Teller, she probably had different outs. That if it's another prediction, which means like they have different objects in different orders, she was gonna pull out another prediction from either, like I said, the ball or the deck of cards that Brooke was holding. She had another prediction written somewhere. That's what I think Penn and Teller are trying to say to her. But also possible that somebody was hidden inside the black box, which was the other out. Whatever she was saying, she had somebody writing. So whatever ending may happen, she had a way out by having this person writing whatever they had picked. What do you guys think? Which one is the most plausible? Somebody inside the box, or she had different outs, which means different predictions in different, either in the deck or in the ball of aluminum or in the suitcase, whatever. Let me know in the comment section below. See you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Really cool.